Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just thought this vlog we'd do a very homey type of vlog. It might span over a few days, but I realised I've been so busy lately. Because of that, all my vlogs have been like me going to this event, me going to that event, me going to London, me going away to the countryside. And I know some of you really like my home vlogs, and to be honest, I get it. When I watch people's vlogs, sometimes I skip their holiday vlogs because I'm like, you know what, I prefer your home ones and their work event ones. So anyway, I thought let's do some home stuff, some boring, mundane, everyday life stuff. So I thought I'd start with the riveting topic of dog food because Ava has had a bit of an incident. Well, not an incident, but basically she's always chewed her paws a little bit, or maybe not always, but the last year or so, she will chew her paws, lick her paws, not a lot, but enough to notice it, and I always check them for scars or scratches and never see any. So anyway, the other day, she did it so much, she could not settle, she couldn't sit still, she was laying down, panting, crying a little bit, and then getting up and going over and sitting somewhere else, and then getting up again, sitting somewhere else, bite, her paw. All four of them she was biting, so I was like, well, it can't be a cut because she can't have cut all four paws. And I had a look at them, they were fine. She couldn't relax, she was rubbing her body against things. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's itchy. There's something, I was like, is it fleas? But she can't, she's on a flea, tick and wormer. Couldn't see any fleas or anything. And I remember from telling you guys about her itchy ears, which spaniels get because their ears flap down, so airflow can't get to the eardrum. So it gets really moist and it gets, they're more prone to ear infections. So I assumed it was that, but lots of people were like, oh, it could be her food. Loads of dogs are allergic to chicken. And at the time I was like, no, it's just her earwax. So then I was like, well, I wonder if it is allergies. What if she is allergic to chicken? And then I was like, but she's been on this chicken food all the time. But then mum and dad said that this morning, or not this morning, but that morning they'd fed her pure human grade chicken because Oscar, our family dog, he's on that because he's very old now, so he's on rice and chicken. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what it is then. It must be. So I've cut out chicken from her diet and she's a lot better. So anyway, that's a very long story with the story behind me buying this, which is the same brand of food, Fourth Glade. This isn't sponsored, I'm just showing you. And it's the lamb and white fish. So it's hypoallergenic. This one is whole grain. Basically, the whole debacle is that I then bought her some hypoallergenic, grain-free salmon, Fourth Glade. And then loads of people in my DMs were like, be careful about giving your dog a grain-free diet because they're linked to cardio issues. Ironically, cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy, apparently dogs can get it if they are on a grain-free diet, especially Cocker Spaniels. Of course they are. So I was like, okay, well, I need to find her something that isn't chicken, but has grains in it. So I found this food. It's more expensive, but it's not hugely expensive. This one is for senior dogs, 7+. She will be 7 this year, so it's a bit early, but I think it will be all right. That's the story of little old Ava. Here they are. Yay, so you got some new food. Good girl. So I will pop this away. Basically, as I'm filming this, my mum and dad have just left. They have gone to Florida. So some of you, if you're new here, you won't know unless you've gone and watched my old videos. My parents have a holiday home in Florida. We've had it for, 10 years, I think. And that is the reason I go to Florida so much, because whenever I say I'm going, I get people saying, you shouldn't be going to the US right now. Some people going, why are you always going to Florida? Why are you going to Florida? Florida's disgusting. Florida's full of Republicans, whatever. The reason we go is because we've got a house there and it's a cost-effective holiday other than the flights. So we might as well go and use it. However, my parents are going to be selling the house. So this will be my last trip ever to our holiday home. But I'm not going with them right away. So my mum and dad are leaving tomorrow. So they've gone to an airport hotel this evening. They're leaving tomorrow, as is my oldest brother, Luke. He's going for a week and then flying home. My other brother, Ben, is flying in 5 days' time. He'll overlap with Luke. And then I fly out not for 8-9 days' time, I think. And I'm going for 12-13 nights. So just about 2 weeks. But anyway, so we're all making our way over there. Them four will be there without me for a bit, and then Luke comes home and then us four will be there without him. So it's a shame I can't be there at the same time as Luke, but he's a teacher, so he's only got a limited amount of holiday time. And I've got a work event next week. My management is hosting a retreat like they do every year. So that's 2 nights? No, I'm saying 3. So 3 nights next week. And then after that, I can fly out. Yeah, so I've got the house to myself at the minute, which is really nice, isn't it? The dogs are depressed because they've seen my parents pack up the car and leave. So I'm looking forward to vlogging with you guys. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. I'm on my third coffee. I'm ready for the gym. I've just been on that sofa reading 2 chapters of my book. I'll show you what I'm reading at the minute. Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. The second book in the series comes out on Tuesday. It's currently Friday. I thought, let's be involved in the hype. Let's read book 1. And then, I mean, let's face it, I'm probably not going to finish that book by Tuesday. I'm a slow reader at the best of times. And for the last, I'd say 2 weeks, I've been in a bit of a reading slump and I've not been able to concentrate. And so the advice that I've had, because I was giving myself reading goals, which was working, you know, more than a few weeks ago, I was like 50 pages a day, 70 pages a day. But the advice I've had is take all that pressure off and just go 2 chapters today, however long that is. 2 chapters, or stop reading as soon as you're not enjoying it anymore, or like leave it on a high. If you're enjoying it, then finish, and then you're looking forward to coming back to it. So that's what I'm trying. It's just like a lack of focus. As soon as I sit down to read, everything that I'm possibly thinking about comes to the forefront of my mind. It's very strange. I just can't seem to relax. I'm scrolling a lot, which is, you know, part of my job. I do everything on my phone. I'm filming on my phone right now. I will be editing, you know, Instagram reels on my phone. I check performance of videos, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, on my phone. Like everything's on my phone. So my screen time is obviously way up as a creator anyway, but I think it's just gone up a lot just as a consumer as well. So anyway, I need to get that under control because I think that's also why my attention span's just getting worse and worse and worse currently. But anyway, I want to get the gym done nice and early. It's Easter Friday, Good Friday today. It's 9 o'clock currently. I've been up quite early, but I figured if I go to the gym now, there's lots of students that go to my gym, like university students. So I'm hoping A, they will have gone home, and B, they might be having lie-ins. Because it's a bank holiday weekend, I'll just be sleeping in. Yeah, I'm going to go and try and get that done now. I got my car cleaned yesterday, inside and out, a full valet or valet. Do you say valet or valet? I've heard both. And it's so nice to have a clean car. It's so nice. It's been so long. I've been meaning to do it all year. And it's just got dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. And then I was like, well, I won't get an outer car wash because normally I just drive around the car wash, but I was like, well, there's no point because at some stage I'm going to pay for a full valet. And anyway, I just kept putting it off. The motivator is that next week, I think as I told you, I'm going to my management's retreat, my agency, whatever. And I was like, oh, what if someone comes in my car for some reason? I don't have any plans to, but what if someone, you know, needed a lift somewhere? And I was like, this car's disgusting. So I got it fully cleaned and it's so nice and it smells gorgeous in here. Anyway, first stop is another coffee. It will be my 4th coffee of the morning and it's only 9:15, but never mind. I like to start this ritual. I mean, I've got a protein shake here for the gym, which is a clear whey, which is really nice. Normally protein shakes, I have like creamy flavors like salted caramel or chocolate. This is a peach flavored clear whey. So it tastes a bit like squash. If you're not from the UK, you won't know what squash is. But anyway, I've got that for the gym and I'm gonna get my 4th coffee. It does mean that I have to interrupt my workout quite a lot for a week because my bladder is tiny, but never mind. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a quick little update. Oh, that's the air freshener that they put in my car after I cleaned it. A quick little update, re the house. I think by the time you've seen this vlog, you will have maybe seen a Q&A that I'm gonna actually film today. And I've already seen some questions are about the house move. So you probably will have heard this, but just in case you haven't, there is currently no progress on the house. There was some progress. I told my members this last week. Yeah, so the update on the house, there was an update that the chain was completed. I was buying this person's house. These people found a house and they were buying this person's house, and this person was buying this house. And this person wasn't, I think it was like someone had died. So the chain was finished. So it was just 3 houses and 4 transactions. So it was like, great, that moved forward for a couple of weeks. And then the people who I'm buying my house from, or buying their house, it's not mine yet, they pulled out of their sale because they had a survey done of the house they were buying, and for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, they pulled out. So we're back to square one, still waiting for them. I chased them yesterday. I'm now at the stage where I'm ready to leave. Like living with my parents, I'm ready to build my life. Not because I don't like living with my parents, as I said, love it, and I'm saving so much money. But I was saying to my parents, it's weird because now since the breakup and some time has been for me to process it and everything, I'm now like, cool, let's crack on with my life. Let's rebuild my life. And I can't do that whilst I'm temporarily living with my parents. So it just feels a bit frustrating now, because I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. I'm like I'm so ready. I've taken the time to heal, and I'm that's still a journey, obviously, but I've taken the time to like regroup and hunker down with everyone who loves me, and like I've rebuilt myself, or starting to rebuild myself back up, and I'm like, I'm ready now to have my house, to have my own space, to build my own home physically, not with bricks, but you know, with buying furniture and you know, redecorating, whatever. I'm ready. And so it's just a bit annoying having to wait. But as I said, it's no one's fault. But if something else comes on the market that I prefer, then I might make an offer on that and pull out of this sale. You've got to look out for yourself, guys. The property market in the UK is ridiculous at the minute. And obviously mortgage rates are going up because of the war going on. My mortgage offer actually expires in June. And I think then I'd have to reapply for another mortgage, and the rates will probably be higher, in which case I wouldn't really be able to afford it because I'm already maxing myself out. So yeah, it does feel like a lot of time pressure. But anyway, let's get a coffee. Coffee secured. Very needed on a rainy day like today. Right, gym done. I've walked over, and now it's Ozzy's turn. Good boy. But the reason we don't walk them together anymore is because Oscar's only allowed about 20 minutes. He's very slow. I know he looks so young. He's not even got grey hairs around his face, but he is very slow, and he can only have, 20 minutes. Otherwise he sort of seizes up and runs out of energy. We don't want to push him too far, but 20 minutes isn't long enough for Ava. So normally, if me and Mum are both here, Mum will walk 20 minutes with me, with Oscar, and I'll do the rest with Ava. But walked Ava first today, gave her a nice long one, and then Ozzy. But by the time this is done, guys, today was supposed to be a work day. Already it's 1:30, and all I've done is gym and 2 dog walks. I need to get going. I'm meeting my brother for Nando's at 5 o'clock, which will be nice. I organised that while I was at the gym. It's also because my friend Jonathan called me, and we were on the phone for an hour, so I wasn't expecting that, but that was nice. It was really nice. So I was speaking to him whilst I was eating my lunch. So that's also why. But I just need to get cracking, because I've got all this work to do. It's going quite fast today. Yesterday when I walked him, he was lingering behind the whole time, but he's got a bit more energy. Good boy. Look how lovely his coat is. Oscar, you don't look 13, do you? Right, I have just arrived in town. Time to go to Nando's. It's Easter Friday, it's Good Friday, everyone's off work. The car park is busy. I'm like, this is near a cinema, this Nando's. I'm like, oh, is everyone gonna be here? Nando's is gonna be full. Here we go. Right, what to go for? I normally go for butterfly chicken with, what else do I go for? 10 stem brock, either garlic bread, or there's a new corn thing, charred corn. That is really nice. I'm back home. That was a lovely meal out with Ben. So nice to have a little chit chat whilst Dad and Luke are in the sky. I mean, I can't wait. Ben flies out in a few days' time, so he's going a lot sooner than me, but yeah. Anyway, it's something to look forward to. Anyway, I'm just now feeding the dogs. As I was saying earlier in this vlog, I think yesterday I was telling you about the dog food. So Oscar's on rice. I boiled some more minced chicken for him today. So this is nice and fresh for you, Ozzy. But Ava is allergic, so she can't have it. This is chicken liver meat as well. Just add a little bit of that to Oscar's food. Sorry, this is probably riveting. I think if you've got dogs, you're interested. I'm always interested in what people feed their dogs. That's because I'm a dog lover. So I've mixed in the rice, the mince, the chicken liver. You need some Protexin paste. Get the right dosage, which is for his tummy and diarrhea. Anything else? I think that's it. Right, so Ozzy, yours is done. Let's pop yours down. Good boy. And then Ava needs a scoop of this, half of each type of food. So we've got these IAMS chicken ones, which she was on, and I'm trying to wean her off them. And she's going on to these cold pressed turkey hypoallergenic grain-free ones. But now I need to find her a non-chicken based food. What have we got today? Sardines, Ava. Sardines food. The fish ones are quite liquidy. There we go. Oh, it does smell fishy, Aves. You are gonna love it. There we go. Ignore how messy it is in here. This is all my gym kits from the last 2 days. Mum would have a fit if she saw this, because she does gets rid of all the washing instantly. But I don't have enough washing to do a full load, so I'm figuring I'll wait until Sunday, 2 more gym kits time and other clothes, and then I'll do a wash on Sunday before I head off on Monday for my management's retreat. I'm sure you're thrilled you know my washing laundry plans. Good morning, guys. What a wild hairdo this morning. I'm not getting showered just yet because I'm going for a run this morning with my brother, who I went for a Nando's with yesterday. We were going to go for a run on Sunday, but he asked if we can do it today instead. So I've actually got my long sleeve t-shirt on instead because it is a little bit chilly outside. I'm in half a mind to put some leggings on. I have some Adidas leggings that you can wear like under shorts, but I think I might get too hot. It's one thing right now and when we arrive at the park run, but like after a bit of time, I'll just be really sweaty. Before going to bed, got a text from Mum and Dad. They'd landed in Florida. I'm assuming Luke has arrived as well, since his flight was actually 3 hours after Mum and Dad's, but Mum and Dad's flight was 3 hours delayed. So they actually took off at the same time, which is handy because Mum and Dad were just gonna end up waiting around at the airport so that they could all drive to the villa, the house. But I know this morning, jet lagged, Luke is doing 5K in Winter Garden in Florida, which it's going to be so fun, but I'm also like, oh, it's going to be hot. I mean, I'm going to do lots of running when I go to Florida, but I'm like, it is going to be hot. Running like at 9 a.m. in England is 9 degrees right now. This is what it is in Fahrenheit. And in Florida, by this time, by 9 a.m., it could be like, I don't know, 20 degrees. So, oh, anyway, rather him than me, although that will be me in a few days' time. Not a few days. A week. No, a week tomorrow. 8 days. You're so funny. Look at you. Good girl. Right, we've done our 5K. We were going to do 6 or 7, but that was tough. Ben's really fit and can do it a lot quicker than me. So it was one of my fastest paces, but I think it was one of Ben's slowest, maybe. Maybe. We've just gone to a coffee shop called Maury's. They've got incredible cakes and sandwiches. I've just followed them on Instagram. They're based in Southampton. Definitely going to go and get a sandwich at some point from them. But yeah, good coffee. Thanks for the run.
It's all right, anytime.
Anytime, thank you.